Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I want to do a quick, everyday, mature skin friendly look. Something that's going to take you 5 minutes to put together, and this is what I use when I get up in the morning. I have a doctor's appointment on my chiropractor at 8:30. I only have like a few minutes if I want to put makeup on. Sometimes I choose to sleep a little longer. But this only takes me a few minutes. You look fresh, you look put together, and it's minimal products. So it's basically a powder, a blush, a concealer, mascara, brows, and lips. But we're gonna make it all look like you have a nice fresh look, and you're gonna see how easy it is and how fast. And it's faster when you're not talking. So I already have my skincare on and my SPF, and I always put that on regardless. Even if I don't wear any makeup, I always put on my skincare and I put on my SPF. So what I'm going to use, the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to use a powder foundation today. I find a powder foundation works so well for me, not just for a quick, getting myself out the door, but also in the summer when it's hot. To me, a powder foundation holds together better than some liquid foundations. So a lot of times I live in Florida. It is very hot. It is very humid. So I like to use this. And I also have minimal brushes here. I even think I left some behind, but that's okay. I think I have enough of what we need. So anyway, I'm going to use, this is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. All the products I'm using today are drugstore, or you can find them at Ulta. The only one that is not drugstore that I don't think you can find like a CVS or anything like that is Kiko Milani. And I do have, but you can use whatever blush you want. I just chose that because I like the color. But usually what I do is I go really quick on the areas where I have the darkest pigmentation, and I just go really quickly, and under my eyes, of course. And I also put it on my eyelid. I don't use an eye primer. I just use my concealer. And normally if I'm going to do like a full face, I personally prefer to use a concealer. If I'm going to do a full face, I prefer to use a eye primer. But for this works just fine. And I'm going to show you how you can do it so your concealer doesn't crease, which is what I don't really like about using concealer on my eyelids. If I'm not going to wear eyeshadow, I feel that if I don't do something with it, it does always creases. So this is going to take care of most of my hyperpigmentation, at least cover it up a little bit. I didn't put any primer on, and during the week, if I don't need my makeup to last all day, I don't. To me, is when it's hot, the fewer the products I have to wear, the better. All right, so my concealer is all spread out and blended. So I'm going to take a little bit of the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. I always like to set my concealer just a little bit, and I'm going to take just a tiny bit of powder. I don't like to put, a lot. Just enough to kind of set the lid a little bit. And what I'm doing is I'm picking some up, but I'm taking some off on the back of my hand. The less the better. I find that if I put a lot of powder under my eyes, it gets cakey and it looks dry. That's why I like the Pat McGrath, because the Pat McGrath is such a thin powder that it almost looks like you're not putting anything on, but it sets my under eye beautifully, and it never ever creases on me or looks dry under, on my skin. So today I'm going to use a Moira powder foundation. I have this in the shade 225N, and it doesn't say what that is, okay? 225N. And this is a very nice compact. It does have a mirror. It comes with a puff. It also has like a little lid to separate your puff from the powder. And I don't know if you can tell, but I've used this quite a bit. I love this foundation. So I don't use the puff. I use a brush that I would use for foundation, but not as dense. So it's like, this is the Dalton powder blending brush. So it's not real fluffy. It does have like a little bit of stiffness, but yeah, I don't like anything that is like super dense because I like to just buff it on my skin. And like I said, I don't use any pore minimizer or anything. I feel that with the powder foundation, my pores are not even as visible as some of the liquid foundations that I use. Yes, I do have pores. We all have pores, guys. And as you get older, unfortunately, some of us, they show more. And, you know, I do everything I possibly can to minimize them. And I definitely, you know, do what I can to keep them as healthy as possible. But they're there. So this is my powder foundation. Quick. I mean, I find it that is so much quicker than to use a liquid foundation. Done with that. Then I take whatever blush I want. Yesterday I had like a peachy blush. And today I got this one from Kiko Milani. And this is in the shade Ocean Feel. And it's 03 Flawless Skin. So I like this because it's not only a beautiful like neutral shade, but it kind of looks like when you put it on, it kind of looks like you have blush, bronzer, and highlighter at the same time. So I'm going to take this brush right here. And I usually like to, sometimes I use bigger brushes, but I usually prefer to use smaller brushes with my blush because I don't feel like I have a very big face, and if I use a big brush, it goes too low. And then, look kind of clownish. So this one is like you build it a little bit, as much as you want. It looks beautiful. It has a beautiful shade. Kiko Milani is a very, very nice brand. And if you go, you can find them at Ulta. But if you go on their website, you can get some really good sales. I do own a few products from them. And I've been meaning to do like a full look of Kiko Milani. And I have not. Shame on me. But this is what I like to do. A little blush. When I look when I'm editing, it's probably going to look like I have a lot. I like to take a smaller brush. I love this one. This one is from Smashbox, and this came in a little kit. So this is not even full size, but it's called the Contour Brush. And I like to take the whatever blush I used on my cheek and just mainly put it like where the crease, where the where your concealer is going to crease, like in the middle. It gives your lid a little bit of color. Not really, it's not really like an eye look, but it's enough that it will show up on your eye. It also will keep your lid from creasing, and it's not too much, it's just a light look. That's it. We're done with that. Then we take our mascara. And it's whatever mascara you like. This is the e.l.f., what is it called? Lash Extender, the one that is a 2B mascara. And this one is kind of nice because when I take a shower tonight, it will just come right off in the shower with warm water. So it makes it easy removal. Now this one dries kind of quick. So if you're going to do like 2 coats, you have to be quick about it. I always have just such a hard time with these little lashes here at the end. They'll want to stick together. But at least they do separate when I want them to. If I'm just going to be home, I don't even worry about sometimes about doing 2 coats. It depends if I want my lashes to really show up. And the nice thing is with little eye makeup, your lashes are really going to show up. You're going to really be able to see them. And this mascara will not flake or smudge. I don't always like it for my upper lashes, but on light makeup days like today, I'm fine. I think it looks nice. It does a great job of I think of lengthening and separating your lashes. And then if you want to, sometimes I don't put anything on my lower lash line, but I'm here already, so let's just do a tiny bit. Not a lot. My lower lashes are pretty long, so I don't like to put a lot because otherwise it gets on my cheek, you know, right on my under eye. All right, so we're done with the lashes. I take a brow gel and just go really quickly over my brows just to define them a little bit. Nothing special. Mainly I just want to remove like any makeup that maybe I got on there, any powder. You can go with a pencil. I mean, it's a preference, right? I'm just trying to do this in 5 minutes and get out the door. And I can usually do it pretty much 5 or 6 minutes because I don't put a lot of stuff on. Then for my lips, this is an e.l.f. pencil, and guys, I have I will list it below because the name is there, and if my life depended on it, I couldn't read it. Now these are very creamy. These are only $2. They're not the longest lasting lip pencils, but if you're going to fill your lips, they're very creamy and it works. And then what I do is I take like a lip oil or a tinted lip balm. This is the NYX Fat Oil Slick Click. And normally, since I'm using all powder, before I put my mascara on, I do like to use a little bit of setting spray or hydrating spray. A lot of times I forget. So what I do is, since I already have mascara on, I'm going to spray my powder brush. And I'm just going to go over my face really quick. And this works just as well. Go a little bit under my eyes. And this will set your powder. And everything will look... Now, this is not an all-out get ready with me, something that is going to be glam, but it's something that you can put together really, really quick and out the door, and you look put together. This is the e.l.f. Dewy Coconut Setting Spray, and this smells so good. It says it's long-lasting. I like it. I really do. Even if you want to refresh your face during the day, it works really, really well, and I really do enjoy that. The lipstick that I used, this one is in the shade, that's Major, number 09. I will link everything below. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating. I already told you that. So I will list all the products I used before, I used on my face. This is the Maybelline Brow Fast Sculpt, which is really, really nice. So this is all just minimal products, minimal brushes, because all I needed was this brush, this brush, this brush, and this brush. I didn't need any eye brushes because I just used, so it's like 4 brushes. And that was it. Anyway, guys, this is all I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for spending some of your precious time with me. I hope that you like my channel and that you decide to subscribe. Make sure to hit the bell so that you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. For my oldies but goodies, thank you so much for continuing to come back and watch my videos. I love you for all your support, and believe me, I don't take it for granted. I love you guys, and I will see you on my next video. Bye. Mwah.